At least we're out of the classroom.
Ah, bees! That can only see when I'm looking this way. But I can't see them when I'm looking that way. Well, I can see them still, kinda.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps.
Alrighty,
But I think
hornets.
this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumour was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumour, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
What type of cave is there in the Harry Potter world that makes people go mad? What type of cave is that?
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Probably not. I mean, I've picked up like a dozen of them. Yeah, I thought I could still learn it. I thought I could. I mean, it's just at that point, you know, it's like, I was just thinking in my head, you know, it was wrong for Sebastian to have killed his own dad. You know, so I was only thinking, you know, no one should have that ability. No one should have that ability to kill their own dad.
About the cave are true, do you?
You know.
I suppose we'll find
So
out.
that's, you know, it was just like it was just an instinctual answer. You know, it was instinct. I chose the answer out of instinct, but now that I know I want the Avada Kedavra spell, I'm gonna get the Avada Kedavra spell. I'm just hoping that, you know, I'm hoping that the answers don't, like, make me choose out of emotion.
It's another aggressive one.
Hello, Bug Dog. How you doing, Bug Dog? Could you perhaps... Boom! Honestly, I do not know. Ah. I've seen one of these. We need a butterfly. But where do we get such butterflies? No. Well, that comes down to whether you hand in Sebastian or not, that you'll get the spell. So, if I turn in Sebastian, will I get the spell? If I turn him in. Floopers! Didn't know Floopers would be down here.
Foipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumour about the cave started.
Revelio.
The Foipers song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Oh, wasn't there like a story about the Floopers in the Harry Potter films? So if I turn him in, I won't get it. So... Oh god, I need to not turn him in.
If the moonstone is here and so are Fwoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Right.
Why am I not surprised? First the Fwoopers and now this.
Right. We're gonna take a butterfly down all the way down there, don't we? For God's sake. Right. So that is that and that. Large rugs. Wow. So that and there's one. So it's so 1, 2, 3. So there's 3, yeah.
Lumos.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Duh. There's one more butterfly. Wait. Isn't there one more?
Revelio.
There's one down there.
Lumos.
Hold up. I want to test something. I want to test something. Come on, butterfly.
Lumos!
It's gone all the way back, hasn't it? Has it just gone all the way back? It has as well. Bitch. May as well stay there then. There we go.
Revelio.
No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Aye. How?
Revelio.
Like... How do I...
Lumos.
Like, surely...
Lumos!
Oh, I can just take one of these. So that means... I could put that there.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Aye, it is. Have you there? Open sesame!
You did it!
Internet's still on, that's good.
Protego!
Hey guys!
I was hoping you didn't have to do this.
Ow.
Confringo! Bombada! Defender!
Whoa.
Confringo! Bombada!
Sit down, bug dog. Dug bug. Whatever you call the bug.
Confringo!
Grab that. Let's go swimming.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
In we go. This is cool.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's
Aye.
got to be here. I just know it.
Where do we go?
Confringo!
Get rid of those twigs. We don't
Given
want the
what creepers
twigs.
are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the moonstone is.
So
Which
we gotta
means
get a
we're
last
one step ahead of
moonstone.
them.
Got the
Well,
last
we found what
moonstone.
we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
We need to go.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall.
Brilliant.
The henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it? Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this.
Brilliant.
I think that's it over there.
What?
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it.
You know, Poppy, I'm really hoping that this actually does something with Snidgets and it doesn't, I don't know, make the Centaurs betray us again. Oh, a Mooncalf. Well, not really Snidgets. It's more Mooncalfs.
Whoa!
Oh,
I mean, they're running around in like a bird shape.
that was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it.
It's a bird.
Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one but 2 Mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on High Wing or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met High Wing, actually
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, High Wing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed High Wing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed High Wing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp.
Oh.
I come from a family of poachers.
Oh. Okay. Damn.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with High Wing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
You are succeeding.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
It is.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
I mean, yeah, something like that isn't the best place to grow up as a child. It really isn't. I mean, the running around, you know, getting that exercise in, that's good. But running around to kill things is not too good.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me.
Ah.
Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there. Acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
Probably.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Ah.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat.
We do. We have a ton of poachers to
If you
beat.
collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
I have it.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird.
I could have told you
At least
that.
that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and
In
we
the
can track him down
Forbidden
after a good night's
Forest?
sleep.
Wouldn't it be in the Forbidden Forest? That's his home, isn't it?
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Do, 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 do. Ah! I can meet Sebastian in the Undercroft now. I actually really want this spell, but I really want Sebastian to be expelled because he's killed his own father. You don't do that. No matter how frustrated you are, you just don't do that. Making sure my internet's still on. It is. Internet is still on. And that's good. We want the internet to stay on.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian,
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it.
You stopped
I didn't
thinking.
mean to.
You stopped.
Anne,
You stopped
I'm so
using
trying
your
to help.
brain. You stopped using your
I can't
brain.
leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with Ominous.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly.
Yeah, good.
No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
A good.
Sebastian.
Ominous, where are you? A good friend tells you when you're an idiot. A good friend tells you when you're an idiot. A good friend tells you when you're being a moron, when you're going down a wrong path. That's what a good friend does. A good friend stops you from being a moron.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
Right. Do I get a Cadabra now? Do I get a Cadabra?
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Hi. Is that it?